Hello everyone and welcome to this GibbsCAM Tech Tip. In this Tech Tip, we're going to discuss probing. And we have different types of probing. Probing to set G54 in X, Y, and Z. Probing to do rotary. And probing to do measuring. In this Tech Tip, we're going to concentrate on the measuring so that we can show you how we can cut apart, measure it, make sure it's correct. If not, go back, recut it automatically, and continue on. Let's get started. Okay, so here's our part. And what we're going to do here is we're going to take and set the G54 for X and for Y and for Z. Okay, that's what we're going to do first. It's really simple. Then we're going to come in and cut everything out. And then we're going to measure this area here, green where I have it highlighted. That way we can set that value in the control that we can measure against it as we continue on manufacturing our part. Then we're going to create a finished operation and measure it in case it is undersized, where we can recut it over and over again. Okay? So we'll open up our tools and our processes. And I've already created all the milling functions, so we don't have to worry about that. So let's create some probing. So here just is a simple stylus type probe, pretty standard stuff. You can have custom ones if you like. And we're just going to bring this down here, and we have different probing cycles, a basic cycle, but we're going to use shapes. And here you can set different things, clearances, time you want to touch on the part, and then cycle type, different types of cycle types. But in our case, we're going to do a single surface because we just want to touch the Z, and we're going to set the work fixture offset, or we could measure. For now, we're just going to set the work fixture offset, and then you naturally have a choice of which one you want to set, what number. To touch, we'll set a value 0, and then we're going to go in X, Y. It's good. In the right coordinate system, we'll bring the profiler up, hit the top, and say do it. And now we've just created a probing for the Z. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is put one in for X and Y, and this time it is going to be a rectangular boss. And we will drag this down to the outside because this has already been cut. So we just need to line it up again. And yeah, we'll go down 1/2 inch. We're going to set the same offset. We're going to do X and Y. And yeah, that all looks pretty good. And now we have set probing for the Z and the X and the Y to set the G54. Perfect. So then we have here, we have a couple of milling processes. And right here, we're going to put in a process to measure our hole. Okay, the green highlighted area. So I'm going to use this same process. It's easier. We're going to do a circular pocket, only this time we're going to measure it. And we're just going to say continue. We have other choices, but for now, we're just going to say continue because all I really want to do is load that value in a registry in your machine. Okay. And we'll set a depth value where I want to go. We can use 4 points or we can use 3, and you can set your own angles if you wanted to do that. I prefer 4. It's a bit more accurate. Okay, so that all looks pretty good. So now we'll bring the profile up to that circle that we want to check. We'll click it and we'll say go. Do it. Perfect. So now we've created another probing cycle. So this checks it. So we're going to post it here really quick so we can look at it. And we'll look at the code here. And the first thing we see here is the Z G54 set, and then for X and Y. And if we go down here and look at the probing, you're going to see here that we have probing approach, positions, and then right here is the value of the hole. You can see it there, 3.5433. Okay, so it knows now what size we have. So what we're going to create next is something called a go-to. And basically what this allows me to do is go above another process. And we're just going to give it a name, and I'm just going to call it, let's see, what should we call it? Let's call it a recut, because that's really what we want to do. We're going to go back and maybe recut if it's out of the tolerance. Okay? So I'll click that, and right now it just does that. Doesn't really do much. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut that with my tool here, my finish tool. All these parameters look pretty good. I don't think we need to worry too much about this because we just want to take a cut around there. So that's done. And now we're going to put in our finish probing cycle. So I'll just use the same one. It's okay. It makes it easy. So we'll just click on that. And I'm going to make a couple of changes. So we're still going to measure circular pocket, only this time I'm going to say recut. Okay? So what does that mean? It means if it's undersize, I want you to loop back, find the recut statement that we put in there, and then reprocess. And then if it's all good, we're just going to continue on, because you may have other processes that you're going to need to machine. So that's kind of what we're going to do here. So we'll just say do it, and there you go. Our probing to check for accuracy on that hole. All right. So we've done Z, X, and Y to set the G54s. We've measured the hole initially to put it in. We've created a statement, a loop statement, and then a final probe to check for accuracy on your parts. If you have any questions about this or anything GibbsCAM, please contact your local reseller.